Just finished my latest briefcase I've been working on. It's an old style that I've been doing for a long time. It's a classic English bridle leather briefcase, lawyers briefcase, doctors briefcase style. I think what makes it this classic briefcase style is the straps and this English lock, as it's been called. It's all solid brass. All right, so this is it. If I posted other videos of me sort of building this one. Don't do many briefcases these days. Once in a while, I am asked to build, and I will build a custom one like this. And this is it. It's finished. All right, I'm gonna tell you a little about it, and then I'll open it up and see what's up. The leather comes from the Wickett Craig tannery. It's American-made vegetable tan English bridle leather. The color is tan. This will definitely fade out. This is definitely softer than the traditional English bridle leather that comes from the UK. So this will definitely start to fade within months, as opposed to the English UK that's got so much waxes in it. It starts to break in within years, not months. This will definitely start to fade and patina depending on how you use it and how you hold it with the oils in your hand. It'll absorb it up. That's the cool part of this leather. I think a lot of people like this for that fact that it's vegetable tan and it patinas and fades. All right, so this briefcase is 16 by 12, standard size across the industry. The width is 4 inches, 2 sections. We call them gussets. They're 2 inches, so two 2-inch gussets. The edges are painted with a latex rubbery paint, so it's specifically formulated for veg tan leather, so it moves and it ages. You can go with this refined look of the edges being painted, or you can just leave it natural, open like this. I have plenty of briefcases that I don't paint the edges. The edges are definitely gives it a more nicer look, more cleaner, refined lines. It also helps to protect the edges from wearing, because when you do have the edges open, you're gonna get wear on the edges, and they will start to fray out a little bit. So the briefcase, the bag, whatever, that leather item that doesn't have the edges coated down will start to open up, even if it's burnished. This is a belt that I made for this client, and I left the edges open on this, and they're burnished, and they're nice and smooth in the beginning, but that burnishing does eventually wear out, and leather becomes leather. It opens up on the edges. So the edge paint, yes, it's not permanent. Depending on how you use it, if you beat it up, you might chip it, but it's always easy to just get some latex paint and touch it up again, and you're fine. But still, this rubber paint, I have multiple coats, maybe 5, 6, 7 coats, including a solid base coat underneath it. So if you're doing normal use, you're a lawyer and it's normal office use, you're not gonna be beating it up, so you're not gonna be chipping it, you're not gonna see much movement on this paint, these edges. They will stay the same. But like I said, even if they don't, you can always get edge paint, get it on Amazon, and you could touch it up where you might see some dings, or it might come off down the road. How you use it. All right, so that's that. All the edges are hand painted as well. When I make these, everything is handmade. When I make these are hand painted edges. So I carefully apply it and such. All right, so everything's hand stitched as well. I've been hand stitching bags and briefcases for a long time. I make them very tough. So what you see, the thickness of this thread and how far it is from the edge, I've learned through many years this is the most optimal. Not too close to the edge, not too thinner thread, or even the holes not really small or even tight close together. This is the optimal that I found for a briefcase that is used, and it's got some good strength to it. If you start to get thinner holes, thinner edges, the holes punch really close to the edge, then yeah, it might look good if for an item that you're not using, but if you want to use the briefcase, I found that this is the most optimal placement, spacing of the holes, and the thickness of the thread there is. So, and it's done by hand, and very different from a machine because I carefully stitch each part together, and the lining and everything. All right, so everything's solid brass. This is a solid brass English style lock. It's got I don't have the key. It's got a tube key lock that opens. This pushes down and opens. All right, solid brass handles. This is the top part. Underneath it, it's got a bar to give it nice and structure and ability to hold weight. These straps are removable and they go around. They go through the newspaper pocket, so you can put something straight across right here in the back, a magazine or a newspaper or an umbrella, whatever. I've seen people put umbrellas through here and whatnot. You got your rings on the top for the shoulder strap. Here's the shoulder strap that connects, right? The shoulder strap is lined, double lined in the bridle leather. So you got the outside and then you got the inside, edge painted, hand stitched, beautiful, feels good, nice and sturdy. I made him a belt, which I did not make like that because I do cut these belts if I have anything extra, so I throw that in, but it's still a nice, beautiful, light dress belt that will go with this. Solid brass hardware, hand stitched, buckles, no rivets or anything, like that. So that's that, and unlined, natural lining. So it keeps it nice and soft, and you want something nice and soft. This is double lined bridle leather. It's a little bit thicker and it's a little bit more rigid. It will soften up, but you also still want the heaviness to be able to carry a briefcase of this weight and size. All right, so these straps are removable. You can use the briefcase without the strap. Sometimes if you're going in and out, you can leave these straps on the keeps like this, and you could go in and out, and it'll help you to get in and out of the briefcase really easy, right? So pops open, this goes down. This lining is a dark green calf suede lining. That's what this customer wanted. I can also do these briefcases with the same English bridle lining inside. Just the same way I double lined this belt, I could just line the inside with the bridle leather. It's a different component. This is definitely much more luxurious than the leather lining, but the leather lining is maybe a little bit more durable than the calf suede in terms of getting things on it. You might be able to wipe it away really quick with the suede. It's suede. You got to be careful with this. Get anything on it, liquid or ink or anything like that. So you just got to be careful. But it gives you a really nice look to it. All right. Inside you got your pockets. I'm not going to take all that stuffing out because I got to send this briefcase out. And I'm going to do it like this. So here. Typical bag. I got a million videos of showing inside of the briefcase. It's lined in the suede inside. The pockets as well. I got the logo inside. These pockets that would hold a mobile device are lined with suede as well, so it gives you a little bit softer protection. Here's the back, how it looks. Beautiful. Like I said, these straps come off. I'm not gonna take them off now. I've done that a million times. Underneath, you got an aluminum bar. It's lightweight, but it's really strong, so it'll keep the structure of the briefcase. Locks, pushes in. You could put the keeps like this if you just want, if you're throughout your day and you want quick access. A lot of people just leave it like that. All right, so that's that. Briefcase, done. Shoulder strap, belt, complimentary belt that comes with it. If I have enough. I tell everyone, if I have enough leather, I'll make them a dress belt that matches the leather. I think it's really cool to wear this and hold this in a nice black suit. That would look really nice. All right, so that's the briefcase. I call this the Alfred Wallace English style briefcase.